Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 2 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generated game. When we left off in the previous episode, we were having a battle of life and death. Not only because Rowan Pelt's infection is slowly getting worse, but because one of our patrols, our patrol of 6, went out and was, for the third time guys, ambushed by rogues. Now thankfully, everyone in the patrol survived. However, Shadow Swirl ended up getting a mangled tail, which is actually a dangerous condition and she could die from that. Fingers crossed she won't. We have had a cat in the past have a mangled tail recover from it. It was actually Dark Pounce over here, and we can't see it in this sprite, but when she was younger she had a scar on her tail, like at the base of her tail, because she was scarred by a dog. So there was that. Now we'll have to see whether or not Shadow Swirl passes or if she's going to recover. Hopefully she does, because her father is the medicine cat, and I feel like Bubbling Gale would do everything in his power to make sure his children were okay. But okay guys, let us continue with events. So let's skip a moon. We don't have any birth and death notices. Okay, I'm kind of relieved every time I see this now. I want a birth notice, but I'm so scared of the death notices. With the heightened focus of the clan, 18 additional pieces of prey were gathered. Bubbling Gale will always love Slopefleck, but has decided to move on. Lyestar gazes up into Silverpelt and finds that, finally, the grief has begun to lessen. Gracewipe travels to Shade Clan to resolve some recent border disputes. Reed Daisy tells herself that she can't let these feelings consume her. Instead, she has to learn to live with it. Okay, well, thankfully it seems as though Rowan Pelt has helped Reed Daisy actually get out of her grief, like Lyestar wanted him to do, so that is nice. We'll see how long this lasts. Reed Daisy had a bad fall while taking a walk through the territory, returning to camp sore and bruised. Hopefully it's just like a minor injury and she can still go out on patrols, because she hasn't been in a long time. Guys, the infection in Rowan Pelt's wound has abated. Oh my goodness. Yes, he's okay. He's not gonna die. Yay! Rowan Pelt's broken back has healed. He's made a full recovery against all odds. Rowan Pelt! He's standing up! Guys, he's standing up and he doesn't have like a permanent condition. I'm pretty sure cats with a broken back can actually be paralyzed. He's not! And Rowan Pelt, I mean, he got better, and Reed Daisy came out of a grief like on the same moon. I am so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. You know what, Lyestar? We were all questioning you for a few moons there, but I guess you really knew what you were doing. I mean, it could be that he just lucked out, but he knew what he was doing, because these two, they have kind of found, healing in one another or through one another, so that's really nice. I kind of like the idea that Reed Daisy being Rowan Pelt's mate and him slowly kind of having feelings for her, liking her more and more, was a huge factor in his motivation and inner strength to get better and get back to normal. And similarly for Reed Daisy, Rowan Pelt needing her and her falling in love with Rowan Pelt was her motivation to get out of her grief. Oh, these two make me so happy. Okay, I'm so happy. Let's check out the medicine cat den. Shadow Swirl still with a mangled tail. Lyestar gazes up into Silverpelt and finds that finally the grief has begun to lessen. Reed Daisy, yep, she has gotten over her grief. Rowan Pelt was given burdock as treatment for an infected wound. They'll be less likely to die, and the infection it was abated. His broken back was healed. Bubbling Gale, I'm so sorry for doubting you. I should have known that you weren't gonna let anything happen to your son. Shadow Swirl was given cobwebs as treatment for mangled tail. They will heal sooner. Bubbling Gale gathered mallow this moon. Okay, wonderful. So let's continue with relationships. Bubbling Gale and Gracewipe keep making each other yawn. Bubbling Gale and Cloudfur bond over something small. Bubbling Gale will always love Slowfleck but has decided to move on. Dark Pounds keeps asking Burrowshine to explain a joke, but Burrowshine just says that Dark Pounds had to be there. Dark Pounds got a bunch of cats up for morning stretches. They didn't like it. Burrowshine gives Dark Pounds a big piece of fresh kill. Lyestar tried on an accessory that Plumraven threw away, but realized Plumraven looked a lot better in it. Lyestar woke up a bunch of cats for morning stretches. They didn't like it. Lyestar thinks Stonespeck is very polite. Slumberroach convinces Shadowswirl to help him pull a prank on a clanmate. Slumberroach worries that the clan trusts Stonespeck more than him. Greyswipe spends some time with Bubbling Gale and they both end up understanding each other a little better. Greyswipe sees a pretty flower in Burrowshine's nest. Plumraven and Reed Daisy try to say tongue twisters. Reed Daisy and Burrowshine noticed a cloud is shaped like a bird. Buttercup Dusk wishes that a clanmate liked him as much as they like Plumraven. Cloudfur does something endearing which surprises Stonespeck. Burrowshine and Shadowswirl chat about clan news. Probably the fact that their brother has miraculously healed from his broken back that has been plaguing him since he was an apprentice. Rowanpelt can't remember a word for the life of him, but Buttercup Dusk helps him remember it. I kind of love this. I think Rowanpelt is maybe talking to Buttercup Dusk for the first time after, his back is healed. Probably thanking Buttercup Dusk for that extra bit of guidance that Buttercup Dusk gave him. Even though Rowanpelt was apprenticed to Greyswipe, Buttercup Dusk kind of went out of his way, and Buttercup Dusk, he was supposed to be mentoring Cloudfur, which he was, but he went out of his way to check in on Rowanpelt when he didn't have to. And when Rowanpelt graduated, he remembered that bit of teaching, help, mentoring, the time that Buttercup Dusk gave him. And so he's having a conversation with him, probably thanking him for that. Cloudfur tries to find Slumberroach to apologize for something, but finds him playing with a clanmate. Plumraven says that Shadowswirl smells weird. Plumraven! Don't say that about your daughter. Don't say that, because it makes me worried that an infection is gonna set in, and that's what she's smelling, maybe, the beginnings of an infection. I hope not. Okay, that is all for events. I'm gonna cut the recording. We'll pick up in the cat list. Let's take a look at the cat list. In terms of loyalties, nothing has changed. It is just Reed Daisy and Dark Pounds was still loyal to Lyestar. Let's see. Oh wait, no, mediation. We need mediation! And I'm actually excited about this mediation. I'm so excited. Reed Daisy and Rowanpelt, because they're both okay now. Their love story isn't going to die. And finally these two have fallen in love with one another. I love the idea that, their feelings, it started small, and they were kind of trying to help each other through their various problems. And as time went on, even though things started looking more and more dire, they got closer and closer together. And finally, the moon, where they both recovered and were both able to maybe love properly. That's when they fell in love with one another. I love this. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is just so wonderful. I'm so excited. And I think Greyswipe would feel really happy for her daughter as well. I mean, even up to last moon, she was actually worried that Reed Daisy was going to be absolutely torn apart by Rowanpelt's death. And she was helping Reed Daisy mentally prepare. But they didn't have to worry about that at all. So romantic interest, platonic like, respect, trust, and comfort has increased. Jealousy has decreased. Maybe now, guys, maybe they'll give us a litter soon, because things are looking good. Things are looking good for them. So maybe now we can kind of expect a litter. Okay, let's see what everyone is doing for the day. Lyestar knows he's well liked. I think this is Lyestar probably feeling as though the cats that doubted him regarding Reed Daisy and Rowanpelt are finally understanding his decision, They're finally understanding his decision. Slumberroach is sharing tongues with Stonespeck. Bubbling Gale is asking Slumberroach an important question. Greyswipe saw a two-legged kid playing with a kitty pet. Plumraven is drinking water from a nearby stream. Reed Daisy wants to work hard to impress Rowanpelt. Oh, that's adorable. I mean, she's a little bit injured. She's sore, but she can still go out on patrols. Actually, they're both going to go out on patrols, which is very exciting. It's going to be Rowanpelt's first time going on patrols as a warrior. So that's going to be good. But yeah. Oh, this is wonderful. That's probably actually how she got, like, all bruised up. She was probably trying to go and do stuff, you know, perform so that she can impress Rowanpelt, because now they're both healthy and happy. Okay. Buttercup Dusk pretends the mouth is chasing is a bird and he's a hawk. Stone Speck wants to compliment Burrowshine's fighting techniques. Burrowshine curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Rowanpelt is showing off his battle moves, all the battle moves that he was memorizing in the moons that he couldn't really move his back much. But now that he's fully healed, he is going to start putting them into practice. Cloudfur is exhausted after a patrol. Shadowswell can't wait to take a nap later. Darkpounce stammers through a joke and ruins her own punchline. Oh, Darkpounce. She's getting quite up there in age. Okay, this is all we have for the cat list. Let's cut the recording here and pick up in patrols. Wow, look at this, guys. We actually have more than 7 cats to send out on patrols, so that's good. We have 94.2 prey and we need 35.5. Let's send out our medicine cat first of all. Bubbling Gale is probably very, very eager to find some things maybe that might help his daughter Shadowswell through that mangletail she has. So let's head out. He'd better take the opportunity to harvest while they can. Bubbling Gale doesn't have much time left before many herbs will leave Luminous Clan's territory with the cold of Leafbear. Proceed. Bubbling Gale carefully picks out catmint from its known hiding places, carrying it back to camp where it will be stored away from excitable warriors. So okay, that was good. We got some catmint, and now we're going to have a patrol of 6 and a patrol of 3. Okay, and I'm very excited to see where Reed Daisy and Rowanpelt is going to be assigned. So first up, okay, they got separated, unfortunately, but we have Stone Speck, Cloudfur, Reed Daisy, Lyrestar, Buttercup Dusk, and Slumberroach out on a patrol together. So let's see how they go. It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back something for the fresh kill pile. Proceed. A storm descends, sudden and violent, putting an end to any other thoughts but survival. The cats dig a snow den and cuddle together, sharing what little warmth they have. Each cat takes a turn on the side nearest the entrance tunnel, selflessly risking themselves. Okay, so nothing was recovered from that, but at least everyone was safe. And now we have Rowanpelt, Burrowshine, and Plumraven going out together. Okay, I do like this patrol quite a bit because Plumraven obviously is their mother, so it makes sense that she would want to look over her 2 children. But also, Burrowshine and Rowanpelt were the 2 kittens, or the 2 apprentices, who spent most of their apprenticeship unable to go out and do anything. So it's kind of nice that, you know, they were both in the medicine cat den together, and now they're able to go out and patrol together. And it's Rowanpelt's first time out as a warrior, as an adult, so I'm excited. Let's see what happens. As the patrol gathers together to train under Plumraven's leadership, Rowanpelt admits he thinks he had a vision from StarClan last night. Proceed. Rowanpelt notices Plumraven looking at him enviously, so Rowanpelt withdraws from the rest of the patrol and dismisses the dream as unimportant. Okay, so that was an interesting patrol with his mother and sister. I'm wondering if Rowanpelt maybe had a dream from the sibling that died. Pale Kit was one of his sisters who died when she was very, very young. I think like 2 moons old or something like that. Where is she? Pale Kit, yeah. Oh wait, no, she was 5 moons old. And she died from, what was it? Yellow cough. So I wonder if he was talking about being visited by Pale Kit, and that's why Plumraven was looking at him enviously, because she kind of misses her daughter as well, and she wishes she could have seen her daughter in her dreams. So okay, guys, that was really, really good. I'm really happy with how that episode panned out and the good news we got. I'm thinking Since we don't have like any major things that we are worried about, like we were really worried about Rowan Pelt potentially dying, but now he's fine, Reed Days is fine. I mean, we do have the Mangletail on Shadow Swell, but I'm thinking I am going to try and play off camera until I get a pregnancy notice. And I don't know if that notice is going to be between Reed Daisy and Rowan Pelt or some other cat if this pairing doesn't pan out, but I want to go ahead, you know, get a little bit of a move on until we have a pregnancy notice, and then we can dive back in and kind of take a look at how much has changed in the clan. I mean, we have had instances where I have said I'm going to play off camera, and then the very next moon I have a pregnancy notice, so we kind of just resume. So that could be the case, or it might not. There have also been cases where I've had to play like 15 or 20 moons, you know, off camera before I've had a notice. So, okay guys, with that said and done, I am gonna leave here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.